You are new here. Welcome to our base, son. My name is Andrew. If you have time, come to my place. I'll tell you an interesting story. Kind of funny how Andrew already forgot who we are, even though we just saved everybody in the previous game. Zero, I really wanted to see you. I asked you to stay with us. You lied to me. But I'll forgive you because you came back. Sorry, Alouette. I'm really sorry. Don't lie to little children. They'll always remember. Always. Anyway, let's see what this lady wants. You were the one who was brought here. Oh, you look completely recovered. I guess that name is pronounced Rosino, I don't really know. And I look after injured Reploids. When the injury is serious, Servo will look after him. Oh, good to know that you just dump all of your patience on Servo. Let's talk to Elpizo again and choose our first boss. We're gonna go after the guy on the far left. Great starting boss. The stage itself is not too difficult, even though it has some tricky parts. And even the boss is easy enough to deal with. You can also find a sub-tank as well as a couple of cyber elves. Pretty good cyber elves too if you know where to look. And Elpizo here is a really bad commander. Look, if you're planning an operation, how do you not have the soldiers for that operation? Good luck. Okay, General Pepper, calm down. Calm down. Commander sent us here to investigate something called a baby elf. But we encountered the Neo Arcadian army. My comrades are still somewhere in the forest. Please save them, Zero. The ruins are beyond this forest. Use the portable trans server and rescue the resistance soldiers who were lost. Yeah, we're still doing the William Shatner impersonation. That is here to stay. Anyway, just like in Mega Man 7, if you have a fire weapon equipped and you're in the forest, you can set the forest ablaze. It's good for uncovering secrets that you couldn't see before, but the thing is, I don't have the flame chip equipped. I have to beat Phoenix Magnian in order to get it. And trust me, Phoenix Magnian is not a boss you want to face first. I mean, you could, but it's really challenging. Anyway, the Pantheons here, the enemies I'm facing, will have shields and are bees. The bees are pretty standard, I guess. They're not really that challenging. It's the shield guys you want to watch out for. They hit like trucks and they block with their shields, obviously. But the good thing is, with your chain rod, you can pull their shields away and they'll become vulnerable. And this part sucks. Okay, so this platforming section, or lack thereof, you have to get across the ravine with your chain rod. Now, for some reason, you just always undershoot your platforming whenever you use the chain rod, so you have to wall jump there. It's honestly a really horrible way to navigate in this game. I mean, I wasn't expecting Spider-Man or anything, but at least a little bit more fluid movement. Makes for a really good hook shot against enemies, though, I will give it that. Jump over you, pull your shield away, and just mess you up this way. Man, chain rod's so broken in this game. As long as you're not trying to cling on to ceilings, that is. Well, actually, no, it's still broken, it's just broken in the wrong way in that regard. There is an important cyber elf that you probably won't need, but you're gonna want to get. It's gonna be right here, and it's the cyber elf Kareth. The best way to get it is by the hilariously broken chain rod, which I made it look easy, but trust me, it's not. It's really not. Anyway, here's the mini boss of this stage. This guy who kind of reminds me of the wall boss from X1, Sigma Stage 2 or 3. His name was Rang the Bangda. But this thing is pretty easy. He just sits there, his eyes always exposed, and you can just shoot him from far away. And just like with every other Mega Man game ever made, you are deathly allergic to spikes. If you so much as touch them, you die instantly. You found a rare Cyber Elf, Zero. Alright, so beating that boss will award you the Cyber Elf Putic. What this Cyber Elf does, and also what it says in the description in game, is I help in the Fatal Zone. What does that mean? Well, it's a sequel to the Danger Zone song, I don't know. But no, seriously, using the Cyber Elf makes it to where you don't die on contact to spikes. I am dead serious. And the effect is permanent. And I pondered, I really seriously contemplated using Pudic just so I can make the run easier, but that kind of kills the charm of Mega Man, you know, having to worry about jumping into spikes and dying instantly because for some reason you just get stabbed. I don't know, you're a robot, you're made of metal, but somehow you just get impaled completely. Damn, I got punctured through my metal heart. Ugh. Alright, so the goal of this mission is to rescue 5 or 6 of these hostages who are just scattered throughout the level. And before we move on, let's take a quick detour down below. Pull this block out, and then you want to jump at the very edge of that platform in order to get your first sub-tank. And you want to be careful with your movements here because up above is going to be a whole bunch of spikes. It's a spike ceiling, rather. And if you jump up there, you just die instantly. And this is what I meant earlier when I said the level design is kind of dickish, because you can get blindsided by that. You can jump up there and there'd be no sign of the ceiling until all of a sudden it comes crashing down on your head. But I will rank this stage above Metal Shark Player's stage any day. The last hostage is going to be down here. Pull this block out. Thanks. I almost lost hope of a rescue. Give that back. And your life may be spared. What are you waiting for? Run! This is a restricted area. Even for us Neo Arcadians, you will never leave here alive. Hyleg Ourobockle. That's really this boss's name. It's stupid. But, ooh, Z-Saber skill up. This boss is kind of challenging, but he's the lesser of 2 evils, or 4 evils in this case for this part of the game. Wait, no, the polar bear guy has a easier boss strategy, but his stage is harder. Now, Snake Man here has a couple of different attacks. He'll use his arms to grab you from underneath and hold you in place. He'll even try to punch you in the face, or maybe even snake bite you because his hands are actually snakes. Ha, ha. Again, this guy is stupid. When you get to a certain point of the boss, that's when the ground starts to shift and go all sideways and vertical and stuff. No, if only that baby elf wasn't stolen, I could have easily destroyed that nameless soldier. I assume that's what the boss sounded like when he died, as all snakes do. And don't you disrespect nameless soldier, he had a name, it was Bob. Anyway, we just got the EX skill from Hyleg Ourobockle, as well as the laser shot, and a new form. The Rise form has become available, as we'll see in the next stage. It's been a long time, Zero. X! I can no longer rest. Both baby elves have awakened. The baby elves are still children. They cry for their mother as they tremble from the loneliness. That's a weird way of putting it, X. Oh, what's your point, X? The baby elves will do anything to reunite with their mother. Stir the humans' minds and bring chaos. It's all to meet their mother, the Dark Elf. The Dark Elf that I sealed. Bye, X. He just leaves. Wait, X. The Dark Elf. Mission accomplished. Transfer in progress. 2, 1. Transfer complete. Well done, Zero. You have been very helpful. With your valuable cooperation, we have been able to retrieve another baby elf. We now have both baby elves that Neo Arcadia kept inside their vaults. Once again, I'd like to thank you for your support. Sure. Wait, no, you're just April O'Neil in a pink trench coat. And you're blonde. Oh my god. I just made the connection. Anyway, EX skills and forms. Starting with the EX skills, the one I just got, the laser shot, will actually change your charge shot. It was originally a gunshot that dissipated on contact. The laser shot can actually go through targets. But we're gonna talk about the forms and EX skills more in a minute. We're gonna go after the polar bear guy in the South Pole. This mission is about sabotage. There is one of the computers in Antarctica which controls the defense system of Neo Arcadia. Destroy the Guardian boss, the defense system will weaken, and Righteous Strike will carry on. Will you do this? Of course I will. Mission commencing. Everyone prepare for transfer. We are now ready to transfer. Transfer start. Good luck. Oh, this guy's gonna stab me in the back. There are 4 cooling systems for the computer room of the facility. Once you destroy all of the systems, the abilities of the computer room will be weakened. Welcome to the South Pole. This mission can be a bit dangerous. It looks pretty though. I like the sky in the background even though it doesn't look like we're in Antarctica at all. I think we're on the goddamn moon. But this mission here slaps you in the face with spikes early on. There's going to be a lot of these hazards. But the good thing about Mega Man is his extra buoyancy in water. So whenever you're submerged in this stuff, you just hold the jump button and you can jump higher. Although the water stages in 0-2 in particular are a bit more few and far between. You want to be careful here because you got this steam which will freeze you in place. It doesn't damage you, but it does freeze you, which will give you plenty of opportunity to get hit by that bulldozer, which blocks attacks from the front. I'm gonna use my chain rod here so I can skip most of the level, or at least avoid the hazards because this place is freaking dangerous. Mega Man does whatever a red guy does. He's not even red anymore. This song sucks. False advertising. But the change in color is for a reason, as I have the Rise form on, and I got that from Snake Guy, whatever the fuck his name was. Hyleg, Ourobockle, or Sniper Joe. Oh wait, no, that's somebody else. But the Rise form changes out your third combo hit for a rising uppercut type of hit. Not like a Shoryuken, that's actually something else, but more like, you know, 1-2 uppercut type of thing. It's just like a basic upward slash. Pretty poor job of explaining the Rise form, but it switches out your third hit for something else, and it makes your combos a slight bit faster. Mostly because that third and final hit comes out way quicker. Now this mission has you looking for these 4 cooling units throughout the facility. 2 of them are going to be in the water areas right here, the other 2 are going to be higher up. If that's even water, it looks more like Green Hawaiian Punch or a Ninja Turtle strength that I've had one time. And yes, it was alcoholic. Anyway, here's a retread of the boss from stage 1, but this one is based on ice. And the layout of the room is a bit more difficult too because of the stairs. Now, you can avoid the icicles, or you could slash them. And I'm pretty sure you could dash under that, but it looks like you can't. I'm not sure. Okay, I gotta be careful here. And my saber skill just increased, which means I could do my third attack. And now you can see the uppercut type slash I was talking about earlier. Alright, let's get this. Cyber Elf have Mardo. I don't know what that is. Anyway, this Cyber Elf right here is gonna be important. You wanna grab this. Kinda awkward to do because it's at such a weird angle, but cut it open with your chain rod, then hang off the wall. You'll get the Cyber Elf Fuppy. This Cyber Elf will permanently increase your health bar, so you want to make sure to grab this one. Unless you want this game to be super hard. because the Mega Man Zero games don't play around. In fact, I think some of these are actually way harder than any of the classic games. 0-1 especially. Man, the first Mega Man Zero game is just insane if you're playing it vanilla with no power-ups or anything. I tried doing that before. Trust me, don't do it. It's a challenge, and I'm not sure if any of you are ready for that. Oh, god damn it, another forced chain rod section. The ice here will mess with your momentum, and if you slide into the spikes, you die. I'm just praying that the chain rod works as intended, which it does, thankfully. But it's still scary. Can't even do your dash on the ice either. It slows you down tremendously. So what you want to do, because there's a computer system as well as an extra life here, is you want to jump in order to keep your footing. That way you don't die and hit your head on the spikes like some sort of bad Indiana Jones trap. Don't forget the low health packets. I need those for my E-Tank. Or Sub-Tank, in this case. It's still running on Mega Man X logic. And while we're on the subject of X, he is not playable in any of these Mega Man Zero games at all. Because he's technically dead. He died a long time ago, but his spirit still remains. And that actually comes into play in this story. That's a plot device. X's body is still within Neo Arcadia. What happens to the body? Oh, we shall see. Anyway, the chain rod just got leveled up, which means we can now charge the attack. Whoa, you are the one? You're trying to destroy this and confuse us? I won't let you do that. Alright, so this guy, which I forgot the name of, the Maverick, well, actually no, he's a Pantheon. We're technically the Mavericks here. He's pretty simple. Although his hitbox is a bit on the larger side because he's a big sprite. God damn, I got hit by the hands, shit. Using the C-Saber works the best here, but you can also do damage with the blaster. And preferably the fire chip too, if you have it. But that also means going after Phoenix Magnian, who is a harder boss, so I do not recommend that. The ice platforms you can slash away with your Z-Saber, but the ice projectiles you can't, you have to avoid those. And apparently it's 5 degrees Celsius in the South Pole. Maybe it's summertime. I can't believe this! I was beaten by this little bug thing! What the hell was that? I don't even know what he said there. Anyway, let's see what we got. Hopefully it's an A rank, which means we'll get some more goodies and some more EX forms. Yep, A rank. We got the ice chip, and we got an EX skill, which is, I think it's the triple shot. Yeah, it's the triple shot. Equipping this will turn your gun into a 3-way spread shot when it charges up. Well done. You are as amazing as I thought you'd be. I never doubted your success. Oh, sure you didn't. And so here's me demonstrating the rise form proper. Quick combos, which means more damage per second, because the bosses lose their iframes whenever they get hit by the Z-Saber, which is a good thing to know whenever you're in close quarters combat. Anyway, I'm going to take some time in order to grind up Zero again, so I'm going to go back to the Sand Wilderness. Stay tuned for the next episode where we take on the last 2 bosses of the first half of Mega Man Zero 2. If you like what you're seeing, hit the thumbs up and maybe subscribe if you haven't.